In the summer of 1518, the streets of Strasbourg echoed with the sound of shuffling feet. But it wasn't music or celebration. This was something far more terrifying. Hundreds of people were gripped by an uncontrollable urge to dance. They danced for hours, days, even weeks, and some never stopped until they dropped dead from exhaustion. What happened in Strasbourg? Mass hysteria? A curse? Or something far more disturbing? This is the story of the dancing plague of 1518. It all began in July 1518 in the city of Strasbourg, part of the Holy Roman Empire, now modern-day France. One woman, Frau Trophea, stepped into the street and began to dance. She didn't seem happy. She wasn't dancing to music. She looked like she was in pain. Witnesses said she couldn't stop. She danced for hours, her face twisted in panic. Then she collapsed from exhaustion, only to get up and dance again. Within a few days, dozens had joined her, and by the end of the month, over 400 people were dancing uncontrollably in the streets of Strasbourg. People were collapsing. Their feet were bleeding, some foamed at the mouth, and many died. At first, local authorities believed this was a natural illness, a medical problem of the body. Physicians ruled out supernatural causes. This wasn't possession, they claimed. It was a hot blood condition, a fever of the mind. And their solution? Let them dance it out. Yes, you heard that right. The town hired musicians, built a stage, even opened up a guild hall for the dancers to move more freely. The idea was, if they danced hard enough, the sickness would run its course. But it only made things worse. More people joined in. More collapsed. Some died of stroke, heart attack, or sheer exhaustion. It was a medical disaster, and no one could stop it. So, what caused the dancing plague? Historians and scientists have debated this for centuries. Let's explore the leading theories. 1. Ergot poisoning. One popular idea is ergot, a toxic fungus that grows on damp rye. It contains chemicals similar to LSD. Could this have caused mass hallucinations and muscle spasms? Maybe, but ergot also causes convulsions and vomiting, not rhythmic dancing. 2. Mass hysteria, mass psychogenic illness. The most widely accepted theory is mass hysteria, a psychological phenomenon. Strasbourg in 1518 was under extreme stress. There was famine, disease, and spiritual fear. People believed in saints, demons, and divine punishment. Some historians suggest that a mix of stress, trauma, and religious belief triggered a mass psychogenic outbreak, where people's minds led their bodies into uncontrollable behavior. In essence, they danced not for joy, but from psychological torment. 3. Religious mania. Back then, people believed in the curse of Saint Vitus, a Christian martyr associated with involuntary dancing and seizures. It's possible the people of Strasbourg believed they were cursed, and in a world where belief shapes perception, that might have been enough to make it real. 4. Cult or possession. Some fringe theories suggest this was the work of cults, witchcraft, or even demonic possession. But there's little to no historical evidence to support this. Eventually, the city's leaders changed tactics. They realized encouraging dancing had failed, so they banned music, closed the stages, and ordered the remaining dancers to be taken to a mountain shrine dedicated to Saint Vitus. There they prayed, fasted, and were blessed. After weeks, maybe months, the outbreak finally faded, but its memory lingered in history like a fever dream. The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of the most bizarre medical mysteries in human history. It has inspired books and scholarly papers, plays, dances, and films, and even medical studies into mass psychogenic illness. Similar outbreaks happened elsewhere, in Germany, Holland, and Switzerland, though none as deadly as the one in Strasbourg. Even today, we see echoes of this strange event. From mass panic attacks to fainting spells in schools or even social media-driven behavior patterns. What happened in 1518 wasn't just a historical oddity. It was a mirror into the power of belief, fear, and the human mind. Imagine being caught in a dance, one you never chose, your body moving without reason, while fear grips your soul. That was the reality in Strasbourg in 1518. Was it a disease, a delusion, or a desperate cry for help in a world on the edge of chaos? We may never know the full truth. But one thing is certain, the dancing plague was real, and it danced its way into the darkest pages of history. If this story fascinated you, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What do you think really caused the dancing plague of 1518? Until next time, stay curious, and maybe don't dance too hard tonight.